this is Jeffrey Paul Ross for Epic Guitar Instruction. Today we're going to work on an old Jimmie Rodgers tune. It's called Blue Yodel Number 9 or Standing on the Corner. The original recording of this song was done back in 1930 with Louis Armstrong and his wife Lil Hardin. And there's no guitar on the original recording, so I'm just going to kind of arrange it for just acoustic rhythm guitar, and we'll see how we do. Evidently the story goes that Jimmie Rodgers was in LA at the time, and of course Louis Armstrong was living there, and Jimmie called up Louis one morning and says, "I want to do some blues, let's go to a studio." And if you listen to the original recording, it sounds like Lil Hardin doesn't exactly know when to change. She starts to go to the 4 a couple of times and then realizes, oh wait, he's not going to the 4. So I'm going to try to smooth that out. And we'll do a verse and maybe a little turnaround, because that's basically the whole song. And I have a capo on the 2nd fret, and we're going to be in the key of D, and we're going to use this. It's like a C chord in first position, but it's up 2 frets, and that gives you a D. And so, and once again, I would like to issue a disclaimer. I'm not a singer. But I'm going to have to sing part of this so we can get through it and know where we are. So I'll apologize to begin with. So, standing on the corner, I mean no harm. Along come the police, took me by the arm. It was down in Memphis on Beale and Main. He said, "Hey, big boy, you gotta tell me your name." Okay, so we'll break that down. I'm just doing the simple and I'm not doing any alternating bass. If you're more advanced, you can certainly try. So now what that is I'm hitting that D note right there with my 3rd finger on the 5th fret. And then I'm strumming the chord. And do kind of a down up. And then see, when you come back up on the upstroke, your pick should be somewhere around the low E string. Because you're gonna hit that on going back down on the downstroke. And then you strum the chord, you do the da-dum again. And then we're gonna make a 7th chord by just putting that note right there on the G string on the 5th fret with your pinky, your 4th finger. And then that'll throw you into the F chord. And I'm using an F bar chord. You can use that, or it's just wherever you're at as far as your capability to form chords. And actually, I'm saying it's an F chord, but it's not. I'm sorry, it's a G chord. And then the progression goes to the 5 chord, which is an A. And I'm playing it like you would play a G chord in the first position. And then he does the little yodel-y turnaround. Yodel-y. And that's just the D to the G. Standing on the corner, 7 G, holy love. Down in Memphis, on Beale and Maine, 7 G, A. In the turn, now there, instead of doing like that, it's just simpler to bring these 2 fingers up like that, and then catch that note there with my pinky. And that's basically the whole song. There's one verse, it might even be the next verse, where it just stays on, you know, what we call the 1 chord. This is a basic 1-4-5 progression. D being 1, G 4, A 5. Yeah. I said, you'll find my name on the tail of my shirt. And that was one of the verses I was talking about on the original recording. You hear Lil Hardin start to go to the 4, and then she immediately backs off because she somehow realized that Jimmie Rodgers wasn't going there. So, but it sounds cool. It's kind of like Willie Dixon with all the Chicago stuff. You know, sometimes the band would go to the 4 and he would stay on the 1, or he would go to the 5 and the rest of the band was staying on the 1. But somehow they made it work. So I know this song has the use of a bar chord in it. It's a G bar chord there. And we have a free video lesson and ebook dealing specifically with forming chords, especially bar chords. So this lesson has lots of techniques and exercises to really help you learn to form these bar chords and make them ring true. You know, when I was a kid and first learning my bar chords, it took me a year to where it didn't sound like that. So I feel your pain, but stay with it and you'll get it. Yeah, so all you have to do is just click on the link below and we will send you the free lesson and ebook. So for extra credit bonus points, I'm going to show you this intro and hopefully you can pick it up. And it's basically the yodel-y riff on the guitar. And I start here. It's an F sharp note on the 4th fret on the D string. And what I do is I move my first finger up 1 fret. And that's kind of a pickup note rather than... So I move it up 1 fret, and then I put my 2nd finger there on the 6th fret, still on the D string, and then I move that up 1. And then I skip a string, and on the same fret, I put my 3rd finger on the B string. And then I go back down. And I do the same thing. I go back down and I land on that note. And then I hit my 3rd finger on the B string again. So. One more time. Now if you want to, you can just leave your finger, your 3rd finger, you can just leave that there. you see how I just left it there and just kind of dragged it along with my second finger? And then you don't have to worry about it being out of position. So now we're going to hit the D string open, and then up to the first fret, which is actually the third fret, but seeing as how the capo's there, I'm calling it the first fret. So first finger, then up one fret with my second finger, and then that's the last note, that D note on the third fret on the B string. Typical Jimmie Rogers. Okay, now here's how you can connect it. It'd be a good way to start the song off if you just have a guitar. I was standing on the corner. That should give you some idea of how that would go. Hey, do us a favor. Hit the thumbs up or the like button, or if you want to subscribe to the channel, that would be great. And we would love it if you would leave a comment. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what we could change or what we could add. If there's a particular song or a particular style that you would be interested in learning, let us know and we'll see what we can do. So once again, this has been Jeffrey Paul Ross for Epic Guitar Instruction.